My beloved child, tonight heaven bends low, and the voice of the Lord thunders gently into your soul. Finally, the hidden page of your destiny book has been opened. This is not a small thing. This is not ordinary. This is the very record of your life that was sealed in eternity, written by the hand of God before you even took your first breath. And now, that page, the one kept hidden, the one reserved for this hour, has been opened. For so long, you walked with questions. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why does my life feel like a puzzle with missing pieces? You tried to understand your path, but it seemed unclear. You tried to find meaning, but silence answered you. Yet all along, there was a hidden page. All along, there was a record heaven had written that was not yet revealed. And tonight, the Spirit whispers, now is the time. The page has been opened. Finally, after years of waiting, after seasons of tears, after nights of unanswered prayers, God Himself has leaned over the book of your destiny and turned to the page marked for this moment. And what is written beside your name, oh, you won't believe it. You won't believe because it is greater than your imagination, higher than your dreams, deeper than your prayers. Your name is not written in ink that fades, it is written in light, in fire, in eternal glory. Angels see it and bow. Demons see it and tremble. Heaven reads it and rejoices. For beside your name, God has written not shame, not failure, not curse, but victory, blessing, promise, and legacy. My beloved child, do you not understand? You thought your story was almost finished, but heaven says, it is just beginning. You thought your life was defined by what you lost, but God says, it is defined by what I am about to give. You thought you were forgotten, but the book of destiny says, chosen, loved, remembered. Finally, the hidden page has been opened, and it reveals why you faced battles so fierce. It was not because you were weak, it was because your destiny was strong. It was not because you were cursed, it was because you were chosen. The enemy fought you not for your past, but for the words written on this very page. But tonight, God says, no more delay. The page is open. The truth is revealed. The blessing is released. Beside your name is written, breaker of chains, carrier of light, voice of hope, heir of promise, chosen for miracles, protected for glory. This is who you are. This is who you have always been. And now heaven wants you to see it, to believe it, to walk in it. You won't believe it at first. How could such greatness be tied to your name? How could such glory be meant for someone who has cried in silence, who has stumbled, who has doubted? But God says, because you are mine. Because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Because my plan does not depend on your perfection, but on my promise. My child, the hidden page also reveals promises yet to come. Doors are written beside your name, doors of opportunity, doors of healing, doors of restoration, doors of provision. And as the page is read in heaven, angels are being dispatched to unlock these doors for you. You will not walk in circles anymore. You will not wander in confusion anymore. The words beside your name are a map, and the Spirit of God is guiding you forward. Finally, the hidden page is opened, and God Himself declares, "What I have written, no man can erase. What I have spoken, no enemy can silence. What I have promised, no delay can cancel. My beloved child, rejoice. For beside your name in the destiny book of heaven is written, beloved, protected, blessed, victorious, eternal. My beloved child, the page has been opened, but what is written upon it is too glorious to pass by quickly. Heaven is reading it aloud even now, word by word, line by line, promise by promise. And angels are recording your reaction, for they marvel at the look upon your face when you hear what God has written beside your name. Finally, the hidden page reveals not just your identity, but your future. It tells the story of where you are going, what you will carry, and how God's hand will move through your life. Beside your name are words that shine like fire, promised victories, restored inheritance, unstoppable blessings. You won't believe it at first, because the life you have lived so far does not reflect these words. You have tasted loss, betrayal, disappointment. You have carried burdens that no one saw. You have walked through doors that led to sorrow. But God whispers, do not measure your tomorrow by your yesterday. Do not limit my promise to your past pain. What is written beside your name is not about what was, it is about what will be. The page speaks of restoration. Everything stolen from you, everything broken in your life, everything delayed, it is being returned. Heaven shows scenes of your future where tears are replaced with laughter, where closed doors swing wide open, where what you lost is given back multiplied. Beside your name is written, restorer of what was lost. The page speaks of miracles. Miracles you did not even pray for, blessings you did not even imagine, doors you never even considered. It says, this child will see wonders. This life will carry testimonies. This destiny will overflow with miracles that will make others believe. My beloved, do you not feel it? The words are not just ink on paper, they are alive. As the page is read in heaven, your atmosphere shifts. Angels begin to move. Chains begin to break. Shadows begin to flee. Because every word God writes carries power to perform itself. Your name carries assignments. God has written beside it the people you will touch, the lives you will bless, the places you will influence. Some names are hidden in your destiny, people you have not yet met but will one day encounter. When they meet you, they will say, surely, God sent this person into my life. The page also speaks of protection. You wondered why you survived storms others did not. You wondered why, though darkness pressed around you, it could not destroy you. Heaven shows the reason, beside your name is written, preserved for purpose. Guarded for glory. And then, my child, the most beautiful words appear, words heaven has guarded for this very night. Beside your name is written, beloved child of God, chosen vessel of light, destined to finish well. Finally, the page declares your ending, not in sorrow, not in defeat, not in obscurity, but in victory. God has signed your destiny not with a question mark, but with a crown. Angels bow as they see it, and demons flee because they know it cannot be undone. You won't believe what is written beside your name, but heaven believes it, and now it is time for you to believe it too. My beloved child, the page of destiny does not only carry your story, it carries the story of those who will come after you. For when God writes, He does not write in fragments, He writes in generations. And tonight, as the hidden page has been opened, you will see that your name is not alone. Beneath your name, connected like roots of a great tree, are the names of your children, your children's children, and generations yet unborn. Finally, God is showing you that your journey has always been bigger than you imagined. Every battle you fought, every tear you cried, every storm you survived, none of it was wasted. Each scar became a seed, and those seeds are now written as blessings for your lineage. Where curses once tried to follow your family, blessings will now flow like rivers. Where sorrow once seemed inherited, joy will now be passed down as legacy. Your name has promises beside it, but so do theirs. Beside your children's names are words like, covered, protected, chosen. Beside their children's names are words like, blessed, fruitful, victorious. And God whispers, because you endured, because you remained, because you believed, I have sealed your generations under the canopy of my promise. You won't believe it, but heaven shows visions of your descendants walking in light you never imagined. Doors you prayed for but never entered will open easily for them. Miracles you longed for but did not see will blossom in their lives. The prayers you sowed with tears will return as their harvest of joy. Finally, the hidden page reveals the breaking of cycles. Cycles of poverty, cycles of sickness, cycles of betrayal, all cut off. Archangel Michael stands upon the record and declares, this bloodline is free. This family is marked. This destiny is holy. And angels echo the decree, sealing it in the heavens. My beloved child, do you see it now? The page is not just about survival, it is about inheritance. You are not just a story, you are a foundation. You are the root of a tree that will bear fruit for centuries. And every fruit will testify, the curse was broken, and the blessing began. Your daughter, your son, your family, all of them will rise higher because of what was written beside your name. They will not carry the weights you carried. They will not face the shadows you faced. They will not wander in the deserts you crossed. They will inherit the promises you prayed for, the victories you fought for, the blessings you believed for. You can't believe how far this page stretches, but heaven smiles, because this is how God writes. He writes beyond you. He writes through you. He writes for those you will never meet, and still, they will drink from the rivers of your faith. Finally, the hidden page of your destiny book reveals that your name is a gate. Through you, generations will walk into freedom. Through you, your family will step into light. Through you, legacies will be rewritten, and the world will know that God is faithful to 1,000 generations. My beloved child, as the hidden page of your destiny book continues to be read, heaven reveals its greatest secret. This page was not just a record, it was a prophecy. It was a divine decree sealed long before you were born, waiting for this very hour to unfold. God Himself leans close and whispers, everything you have walked through, every battle, every tear, every unanswered question, it was all leading here. The page I wrote for you is now being fulfilled. Finally, you understand why the weight was so heavy. It was never only about the past, it was about the prophecy hidden in your name. When others saw pain, heaven saw preparation. When you saw loss, heaven saw alignment. When you thought you were forgotten, the page was silently waiting to be opened at the appointed time. And now, the appointed time has come. Your name is, not just written on a page, but engraved into heaven's plan. Beside your name were not ordinary words, they were prophecies. This child will rise. This child will carry light. This child will break chains. This child will leave a legacy. Every attack against you was proof of what was written. Every delay was because the enemy feared what this page carried. Yet nothing could erase it. You won't believe it, but the very battles that nearly destroyed you were shaping you to stand in this fulfillment. The storms you thought would drown you became rivers that carried you closer to this hour. The silence that made you weep was heaven waiting for the right moment. And now, as the page is opened, you see it was never silence, it was strategy. Finally, God is exposing that your life itself is a prophecy. You are living proof that curses break, that blessings endure, that faith survives. Your journey is not random, it is written. Your scars are not wasted, they are signs. Your tears were not unseen, they were ink in God's hand. And tonight, the prophecy begins to shine in full. My beloved child, listen carefully. The page does not say you will end in shame. It does not say you will fade in obscurity. It does not say you will be forgotten. It declares with thunder, this child finishes in victory. This destiny ends in glory. This name will be remembered in light. Archangel Michael lifts the page high before heaven's courts and proclaims, what was hidden is revealed. What was delayed is released. What was promised is fulfilled. And angels rejoice, singing your name as part of God's eternal story. You can't believe what you are hearing, because it is greater than your imagination. You thought you were surviving, but God says you are thriving. You thought you were small, but heaven says you are chosen. You thought the story was over, but the prophecy declares this is only the beginning of glory. Finally, the hidden page of your destiny book is not just open, it is alive. It is breathing into your today, shaping your tomorrow, sealing your forever. And every word beside your name will come to pass, because heaven has spoken it, and heaven does not lie. My beloved child, the hidden page has been opened, the prophecy has been declared, and now comes the sealing, the moment when heaven takes what was written and makes it your living reality. This is not just revelation, this is transformation. God says, from this night forward, you will walk as the person I wrote you to be. You will no longer live beneath your destiny, you will rise into it. Finally, the story of delay ends. Finally, the voice of confusion is silenced. Finally, the cycle of sorrow is broken. The page declares, and heaven confirms, your new life begins here. Your name, written in fire, carries weight in heaven. And beside it, the words shine brighter now than ever, blessed, victorious, chosen, beloved, eternal. These are not promises waiting in the distance, they are now your present reality. Every step you take from this day is under the covering of those words. Every breath you breathe carries the fragrance of destiny fulfilled. You won't believe the shift you are about to feel. Where heaviness sat, joy will overflow. Where fear lingered, peace will reign. Where doors closed, opportunities will multiply. The prophecy has moved from page to path, from words to world, from promise to fulfillment. My beloved child, God whispers, do not look back. Do not question what is gone. Do not fear what is ahead. For I have made you new. I have crowned you with light. I have sealed you with blessing. And every day you live will now echo the truth of what I wrote beside your name. Finally, the hidden page of your destiny book has become the first page of a new chapter. You are not standing at the end, you are standing at the beginning. A beginning filled with restoration, with healing, with breakthroughs, with miracles. Your name is no longer tied to battles, it is tied to blessings. No longer tied to curses, it is tied to covenant. No longer tied to shadows, it is tied to shining. Archangel Michael closes the book, not in silence, but in victory. He lifts his voice before heaven's throne and declares, the prophecy is fulfilled. The destiny is sealed. The name is blessed forever. And as those words echo in the heavens, they also echo in your spirit. You feel it, the shift, the freedom, the beginning. You can't believe it, but soon you will testify it. People will see it in your eyes, in your steps, in your story. They will ask what changed, and you will say, Heaven opened the hidden page. God revealed my destiny. And now I live as one chosen, loved, and blessed. Finally, my beloved, your new life begins. The page is open. The prophecy is alive. The blessing is sealed. And your destiny will shine forever in the light of God's glory. My beloved child, you thought the revelation was complete, but heaven smiles and says, no, there is more. For the book of destiny is not thin, it is vast. And when God turns a hidden page, it does not only reveal a sentence, it reveals an ocean. Tonight, another wave flows from that page into your spirit. Finally, the hidden page reveals your authority. For years you lived as though life was happening to you, as though circumstances had the power, as though storms dictated your direction. But God says, I did not write weakness beside your name, I wrote authority. I gave you the power to trample over fear, to rise above doubt, to command light in darkness. Heaven is showing you now that you are not a victim of destiny, you are a vessel of victory. Your name carries crowns in heaven. You did not see them before, but angels have guarded them until this night. And as the page opens wider, you see them, crowns of wisdom, crowns of breakthrough, crowns of answered prayers. God whispers, every crown was prepared through your endurance, through your tears, through your battles. And now, they rest upon your head. You won't believe it because for so long you only saw your scars. You saw your failures. You saw your shortcomings. But heaven says, I never defined you by what you lost. I defined you by what I wrote. And what is written beside your name shines brighter than your scars. Finally, the hidden page reveals your legacy in the Spirit. It shows the prayers you prayed in whispers at night, and how they rose like incense before God's throne. It shows how angels carried your tears into golden bowls, pouring them out as seeds of blessing into your future. It shows how even your smallest acts of faith shook realms you could not see. Your name is, not just a mark on paper, it is a sound in heaven. When your name is spoken, angels move. When your name is declared, battles shift. When your name rises in prayer, heaven bends closer. This is the honor God has given you, written on that hidden page from the very beginning. My beloved child, do you see? This page is not exposing shame, it is exposing glory. It is not uncovering weakness, it is uncovering strength. It is not revealing punishment, it is revealing promise. The enemy hoped you would never see it, but God made sure that in this very season, your eyes would open to who you truly are. Finally, God says, walk as one who knows their page. Live as one who knows their name. Speak as one who carries my authority. Because what I wrote beside your name cannot be erased by time, cannot be undone by curses, cannot be silenced by shadows. It is eternal. And as Michael, the mighty archangel, holds the page high, all of heaven echoes, it is fulfilled. It is sealed. It is done. My beloved child, the hidden page of your destiny book is still speaking. Its voice is like a river, it does not stop, it flows, it deepens, it widens. And now heaven reveals something greater. The page does not only tell you who you are, or what belongs to you, it declares what you will release into the world. Finally, the hidden page opens the chapter of transformation. The words beside your name shine brighter than before, and they read, Bearer of Light, Restorer of Hope, Messenger of Love, Transformer of Lives. This is your divine assignment. You were not written only to survive, you were written to shine so that others may find the path through your light. You thought your struggles were private battles, but heaven reveals they were training grounds. Every pain became preparation. Every loss became instruction. Every storm became a lesson. And now, those lessons will become lifelines for others. For beside your name it is written, this one will lift others from the same pits they once escaped. My beloved child, look closer. The page shows faces, countless faces of people you have not yet met. Some are weary, some are broken, some are searching. They do not know it yet, but their healing will come through your testimony. Their faith will rise through your story. Their chains will fall because your light touches them. Finally, God whispers, this is why I preserve you. This is why I let you walk through storms. Because the light you now carry is not just for you, it is for the nations, for the families, for the lives waiting in darkness.